After a slow start, Colin Chandler leads the Cats to a major victory over Tennessee Tech. We break it all down here on episode 92 of the Big Blue Breakdown.
Bet you didn't know there's a place where Kentucky football and basketball fans unite. Welcome to Big Blue Breakdown. Whether you bleed blue or just love a good game, we've got the latest stories, hottest takes, and a whole lot of hometown pride. Hit play and join the conversation. This is your home for all things Kentucky sports.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Big Blue Breakdown, episode 92 here on the podcast. I appreciate you guys tuning in here. If you guys are on here on this live, I appreciate you guys tuning in here. If you guys are new, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. That's the best way to help the channel out. Guys, we are one away from 130 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys if you guys were to help me out in that way. And then on the podcast, on Spotify, make sure to do the same thing by liking, following, and sharing. Best way to help out there as well. And then follow us on social media at BigBlue_Bdown on TikTok, X, and Instagram. I appreciate you guys tuning in here to the Big Blue Breakdown as we break down Kentucky's 104-54 win over Tennessee Tech after a very slow start, which we're going to dive into in this one. The Cats win 104-54. They improved to 5-2 on the year. Guys, I was not far off on my prediction. I had us winning 101-51, which is a that's a 50-point win. If I'm not, that's a 50-point win. We won by 50. I predicted us to win by 50. We won by 50. I thought that was very neat. Before we dive into really anything here, what about Walker Horn and that 3-point shot? That was pretty daggone awesome to see from Walker Horn. I thought the timing of that shot and the buzzer going off in that moment, that was quite funny. When he hit that, it was like 0.8 seconds left on the shot clock, and then Walker Horn just goes out there and drains one. I thought that was pretty awesome to get his first ever points as a Kentucky Wildcat. But before we dive into this matchup, what really happened, what we liked, what we didn't like, and kind of looking ahead in some ways, we're going to take a break and tell you guys about our friends over at W Energy. We'll be right back here on episode 92 of the Big Blue Breakdown. Hello, everybody. We wanted to take a break in this episode to tell you about our friends over at W Energy. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like any other energy drink. Some facts about W. Number one, it's zero sugar, artificial colors, or dyes, or hidden ingredients. It is also gluten-free. Number two, all flavors are unique and custom-made by W. You'll never taste anything like a W drink. Number three, the drinks are $1 less, guys. That is cheaper than Starbucks or any canned drink. Lastly, it is made in the U.S. It is close to home. Guys, if you guys are looking forward to going to a Kentucky football game or Kentucky basketball game and you need some energy, get W. W is the perfect thing for you working out and you need some energy. You need W. You need W throughout the day. It is for you. Use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off every single order. Guys, it not only just helps you guys be able to have a clean energy drink that you can use all the time with the tubs that they give you. It helps me and it helps the channel keep growing with you guys. If you guys do that, it helps us post more content and helps them, guys. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. But thank you guys so much for your time here. Please go check out W. Check out their website. And when you are about to purchase something, use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off your order. Alrighty, welcome back in, guys, to the Big Blue Breakdown as we break down Kentucky's dominating win over Tennessee Tech. As expected, Kentucky dominates this game. They win by 50, 104-54, and kind of expected to see this coming into this one. Now, after a very sluggish start, this game at one point was 25-25 in the first half. That was terrible. It looked terrible. Everything would just seem to be very, very off in this one. Who got it going for us? None other than Colin Chandler. What a night from Colin tonight. And I'm looking back at my notes here and what we really wanted to see from the Cats, because there wasn't really any quote-unquote game plan to beat this team. I just kind of see this as a win going into it, as it was. So what was I looking for in this one? Well, I want to see more of the same from that Loyola Maryland game, and I think we did see that. I think we've seen our best shooting performance by far in this game. But I want to quickly talk about Colin Chandler has been our best player so far this year, and he showed it in this one. It seemed like every time he got the ball, something good happened when it was in his hands. He ended up with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 for 11 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. And just a really, really good night from him tonight. Another good one from him. And then Otega Owe. I was very, very pleased with Otega's performance, especially in the second half. He was able to get things going. So one thing that I want to mention here is I think a reason why he has quote-unquote struggled to be the player that we think and we know that he can be. I don't think he's been getting to the line consistently enough. And we've seen tonight, I think 2 or 3 times he got to the line, he was able to get downhill, get in there, make a nice play off the bounce. When he attacks downhill, good things happen, and he's really, really good in spot-up three-point shooting situations. He did that. There was, tonight I said, oh goodness, I can't even find where I put this. Let's see here. I had something for Otega. Oh, Otega build more momentum. I wanted him to have 20 points. He was 4 away from that. I think we've seen Otega build momentum. I think we've seen him play a very, very another really, really solid game. And where did he get it done? In transition, getting downhill, and then getting downhill and getting to the free throw line and living in those catch and shoot 3-point situations. That's where he's the best. I think he's got to continue to do that. I thought his decision making was a lot better tonight. There's 1 or 2 times in the first half where it wasn't great, but other than that, his decision making was a lot better. And he gives us 16 tonight. And so he was very, very impactful tonight. I really, really liked what I've seen from Otega. He went 1 of 2 from the 3-point line, 6 for 11 from the field. Again, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. So a very, very solid night from him. He also had 2 steals, by the way. So another good night to add for Owe as he starts to build a little bit more momentum. I talked about Colin Chandler. He's our best player right now. He's a knockdown 3-point shooter. BG better not play when JQ is ready. Theo says, yeah. Man, it was another struggling night for BG, Theo. I completely agree. I think he's, like you're saying here, I think he's going to be completely buried on that depth chart once JQ gets back, because Moreno is playing really, really solid right now, and Moreno looks 10 times better than BG when he is out there. So I feel you're probably right, because he isn't playing good right now. Moreno has another really, really good night. As I put on here, Moreno find his role completely. I think he really has solidified himself, and I think we've seen this. Moreno with 13 points, 11 rebounds, another double-double from him, while Garrison had 4 points, 4 rebounds. Moreno also had 3 assists. He went 4 of 5 from the field, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. So we're seeing him get better at the free throw line. He had 1 steal, 2 blocks. Moreno, is your go-to option right now. And I think, let me say this, our front court is going to be legit. And I mean legit, because we've seen how good freshman Malachi Moreno has been. His impact with 13 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and his efficiency from the floor. When JQ gets back, this front court becomes elite. elite. You get Mohamed Diabate back, which I think that's nothing really serious with his ankle. You get him back. This front court is legit, guys. And JQ adds a three-point shooter from that center position. Yes, that means Brandon Garrison is going to be buried in that depth chart, but it's for the greater good, I guess, for this team. And Malachi Moreno as a backup center is that is a top 5 front court in the country once JQ is able to get back, because JQ is legit and he is a top 5 lottery pick. So I think tonight the answers have been the questions have been answered. I really liked what I've seen from him. You're gonna see this front court be like legitimately good when everybody is healthy back there, like one of the best in the country. And I think that's a big thing that they were talking about on the broadcast that Kentucky has really missed. So it's 2 things that I've noticed tonight. When Kentucky's front court is playing good, they're going to be really good. Like, they're going to be really good there. Okay? And then you have Ortega getting downhill and getting to the basket and getting into free throw, I guess, situations, you can call it. He's the best doing that and catch and shoot three-point spots. We're seeing him get better like that, so I think they're punching it into him. Or he's just come to the realization that this is what he's going to do. This is how he's successful, and he's had that success now 2 games in a row. And then you go on to Malachi, who's been amazingly efficient, who can be one of the best on the floor at protecting the rim and getting rebounds and being really efficient. And then you add in a healthy Mo Diabate. You add in a healthy JQ. I think we're going to for sure be getting a healthy Mo Diabate, and we've seen his impact. And then you add in JQ. Like, that already right there elevates this team by a lot. With just those 3 things happening, all right there. Those 2 things happening, excuse me. And then you get this consistent guard play from Colin. Had a really good game tonight. He's our best player. There's not much I can really say right there, but the defensive efficiency was really good tonight. I'm going to keep looking at these player stats, and then we're going to go into the overall thing and then kind of have a look ahead to wrap up this episode. I appreciate you guys tuning in here and listening. Thank you, Afio, for the comment. What about the shooting in the second half from Denzel Aberdeen, who had 16 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. He went 6 of 10 from the field, 4 of 6 from three-point land. He had all 4 in the second half. Man, was he really good tonight. He had 1 turnover, 3 steals. Yeah. His ability to get downhill and be very good once he gets to the basket is very good. And then you see him able to hit those threes. The three-point shooting was elite tonight. Like, let me say that. The three-point shooting was elite tonight. We've seen, obviously, from Colin. We've seen it from Denzel, obviously. We've seen it from Trent Noah. What about Trent Noah? 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Excuse me, I'm on the wrong thing here. Trent Noah had 16 points tonight. Yeah, Denzel hit 3 in a row. Yeah, he was elite tonight, guys. Denzel, thank you, Afio. Yeah, he looked really good. Trent Noah looked amazing tonight. And then he adds that, so we've kind of been missing that three-point shooting in the bigger games, and he is going to add that. Trent Noah is going to add that piece here that we really need to solidify multiple guys hitting those three-point shots now. Everybody had a great night. Honestly, except for BG. And I hate to say that. Except for BG. Jasper, man, does he show his ability to get downhill and go one-on-one against guys, and his shot-making ability on tough shots as well. 9 points from him, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point land. He had a very efficient night. Andrea Jelovic, 5 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from three-point land. Very, very efficient night from the Cats. I think I want to go see the team stats here. Kentucky was almost 60% from the field in this one, 59.1%. Kentucky hit 15 threes tonight. 15. Another question that I want to answer was the free throw shooting. 11 of 13, 84%. 84%. 27 assists, 9 steals. Now, we gave the ball away 8 times, but, we gave the ball away 10 times. That still has to be cut down. That's one thing that still has to be cut down. So, really, coming out of this is going to be the negatives. The slow start, which was easily overcame. The turnovers. And BG's performance. 2 of those things you can really hide. BG, not going to be playing as much when JQ gets back. Hide him, almost. The slow start in this one can be hidden. The turnovers, I think, has to be better overall. But, man, again, what a night tonight from the Cats as they dominate with a 50-point win. Just really, really efficient. 15 threes for the Cats. Aberdeen played amazing. Colin played amazing. You've seen the backcourt play amazing tonight. Cam Williams isn't hitting the three-point shots right now, but he's playing with amazing effort. His playmaking ability is there. We've seen him with a couple assists tonight. And Malachi's really solidified himself as a very, very good post presence. And then with JQ getting back, and Mo is going to be even better. And even Jalen Lowe coming back, have that legit PG1. Otega with another really good night. All to love except for that slow start. I'm really just going to go past that. Honestly, we went on an 18-2 run after that. I'm going to go past that. The Cats get a big win tonight. We are going to wrap up this episode. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and tell you about our friends over at Bluegrass Elite. Make sure to use code BBB15 to get 15% off every order that you get, guys. They have amazing stuff. Go get it. All right, real quick before I just pressed on it way too early. Go get it so you can have some really, really cool apparel for the rest of the Kentucky basketball season. We'll be back here on episode 92 of the Big Blue Breakdown. All right, real quick before we keep going, I've got to tell you about our new partners over at Bluegrass Elite. They've got some really nice Kentucky gear, clean designs, stuff that actually looks good on game days. I've been checking out some of their shirts and hoodies myself, and the cool thing is they're hooking y'all up with 15% off every single time you order. Just use my code BBB15 at checkout. So if you want to rep the Cats and save a little money while doing it, hit that link down in the description of this video. Guys, go check them out. Really, really good gear over there. Make sure to use my promo code BBB15 to get 15% off your order every time you use it. Let's go back to the episode. Alrighty, welcome back in, guys, to episode 92 here as we wrap up this episode. I appreciate you guys tuning here and listening. So, really the only question that didn't get answered in this game is the less turnovers, which I think those were kind of late. Some of them were sloppy at the end here, but I really, really liked what I see from the Cats. I said hit 10 threes, they hit 15 tonight. They took care of business, let me say that. This is going to be a momentum builder in a very, very positive way for the team overall, and especially for some individual and their performances tonight. We have to keep in mind, very, very bad team in Tennessee Tech. But this does mean, I think that was the best half of basketball Kentucky has played all year long, I think. And I think we could see this translate. This does set up a pretty daggone big one against North Carolina. I believe they're playing Michigan State tonight, if I'm not mistaken. But sets up a big win against North Carolina, a must-win against North Carolina, so Kentucky can get their first Q1 win of the season. Kentucky dominates against Tennessee Tech. Really, really good team play with 27 assists. Really good individual performances that we want to see continue. Trent Noah, even Jasper Johnson coming on at the end there. Otega Owe, Denzel Aberdeen, Colin Chandler. And Malachi Moreno. I would even say Andrea Yelovich, and then Cam Williams with his intensity and his grit and his work ethic. I believe those shots are going to start falling for him. Looking really, really good right now for the Cats, putting two of their best performances back-to-back this year before heading into their biggest game of the year. I am very, very excited. I think they can really start to get the ball rolling against North Carolina, especially if they possibly have 2 out of the 3 guys healthy for the North Carolina game, and then you're just waiting on JQ. I appreciate you guys tuning in here to episode 92. Very, very good night for the Cats, and we will catch you guys, I think, Friday for the Kentucky versus Louisville football game preview. It is Louisville Hate Week. I appreciate you guys tuning in here. And as always, go Cats.